10 Japanese minimalist habits that will transform your life. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Tulaiha, and welcome back to Seniors Cleaning Hacks. Today, I'm sharing something that will completely revolutionize how you think about living well. The revolutionary truth about happiness. Take a moment right now. Glance around your current space. Count how many items surround you that haven't been touched in weeks. Notice how many obligations crowd your calendar that leave you feeling exhausted rather than fulfilled. Here's a truth that might shock you. Everything required for complete contentment already exists in your life right now. The issue isn't what's missing, it's the overwhelming abundance of unnecessary things. What if ancient wisdom could unlock profound satisfaction without spending another penny? What if time-tested principles, practiced by cultures known for exceptional longevity and remarkable peace, could transform your daily existence? If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss a single episode in this life-changing series. And if today's wisdom speaks to your heart, show your appreciation with a like and tell me in the comments which habit excites you most. Your support helps us reach more people who desperately need this message. Ancient wisdom meets modern living. Today, I'm revealing 10 transformative minimalist practices rooted in timeless Eastern philosophy that possess incredible power to revolutionize your entire existence. This isn't about simply organizing your closet or tidying your kitchen cabinets. We're talking about fundamentally shifting your perspective, your surroundings, and your complete approach to experiencing life itself. The modern living dilemma. Our contemporary world has convinced countless people they need additional possessions to find happiness. But reality tells a completely different story. Ancient teachings reveal that the fewer material attachments we maintain, the more room we create for what authentically matters in our existence. I'm about to reveal time-honored secrets that may seem remarkably simple, yet contain extraordinary power to deliver genuine tranquility, crystal-clear thinking, and even enhance your closest relationships. Imagine waking up each day in surroundings that inspire calmness instead of chaos. Think about having more free time, greater financial flexibility, and dramatically lower stress levels. All of this becomes possible when you embrace these ancient practices that blend perfectly with modern life. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed, scattered, or simply want to live with greater intention, this complete guide will change everything. Let's start with the first principle that has already transformed thousands of lives.
Principle 1. Sacred Space Appreciation. The first habit capable of completely transforming your life involves developing deep appreciation for sacred space. In traditional Eastern wisdom, emptiness isn't seen as something needing to be filled, but as a vital element that allows everything else to exist in beautiful harmony. Think about this carefully. When you enter a room packed with furniture, decorations, and countless objects, what feelings emerge? Usually you sense heaviness, even claustrophobia. The very air feels too thick to breathe properly. Now compare this with walking into a space where beautiful balance exists between objects and open areas. The difference hits you immediately. You can feel it in your entire being. Our challenge today is that modern culture has trained us to see empty spaces as missed opportunities. We've learned that bare walls, clear shelves, or unfurnished corners represent something fundamentally lacking. The truth is exactly the reverse. Empty space allows us to truly value what remains. It's the quiet between notes that creates beautiful music. It's the pauses between words that give conversation meaning. In the living environment, emptiness provides the visual and energetic breathing room that lets your mind rest and your spirit flourish. Making it real. To implement this wisdom effectively, choose one room in your home, maybe your bedroom, living area, or workspace. Remove at least 1/3 of the items currently filling this space. Don't worry about permanence, simply store these items elsewhere temporarily. Live with this expanded environment for 7 complete days and pay attention to your internal responses. Most people experience immediate relief, as if an invisible burden has lifted from both their surroundings and their consciousness. The space feels more breathable, more peaceful, more conducive to clear thoughts. The benefits reach far beyond simple aesthetics. Creating physical space simultaneously creates mental space. You become less distracted, more able to focus on what genuinely matters. Your thinking becomes clearer, your decision-making improves. Most remarkably, you begin appreciating each remaining item with deeper gratitude. Don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more life-changing content like this.
Principle 2. Intentional item placement. The second transformative habit involves creating specific, designated locations for every single item in your home. This seemingly straightforward yet incredibly powerful practice forms the foundation of Eastern organizing wisdom and can completely eliminate daily chaos. When every item has its designated home, you eliminate clutter's primary source, displaced objects that inevitably settle on any available surface. Think about how often you've lost precious minutes hunting for keys, important papers, glasses, or other essentials. Multiply those wasted moments by weeks, months, and years. The total represents an enormous amount of time and energy lost simply because we never assigned permanent homes for these items. The core problem is our habit of placing things wherever seems convenient at the moment, without considering future consequences. Mail lands randomly on kitchen counters. Keys end up in coat pockets one day, drawers the next. This randomness creates constant low-level tension, the mental burden of remembering where we put everything. Strategic implementation. To apply this principle effectively, identify the 10 items you handle most frequently each day. These might include your phone, keys, wallet, glasses, medications, or other daily essentials. Assign each item a specific location, thoughtfully considering where you naturally use or store them. Success comes from choosing spots that align with your natural activity flow. If you always check your phone upon awakening, a charging station beside your bed makes perfect sense. An attractive bowl near your entrance can become the permanent home for keys and sunglasses. The benefits appear immediately and profoundly impact your life. First, you virtually eliminate the stress of searching for misplaced items. Second, your home automatically feels more organized since items no longer scatter randomly throughout your space. Third, and perhaps most significantly, you develop a more conscious relationship with your belongings, treating each item with respect and intentionality. This practice extends to digital organization too. Create designated homes for digital files, photos, and documents. When everything has a place in both physical and digital environments, you experience control and calm that influences every aspect of your existence.
Principle 3. Conscious excess removal. The third life-changing habit involves continuously practicing conscious excess removal. Eastern wisdom teaches that genuine wealth lies not in possessing much, but in needing little. When we freed ourselves from unnecessary possessions, we create not only physical space, but emotional and mental space in our lives. Today's significant challenge is unconscious accumulation. We buy things we don't need, keep objects just in case, and accept gifts without questioning whether they truly serve our lives. This silent accumulation grows steadily until suddenly we're drowning in our own possessions. Consumer culture has convinced us that more always equals better, that accumulation means success, and that releasing things means missing opportunities. The opposite is true. Every unnecessary item in your space represents a small drain on your mental energy, a tiny decision required every time you see, move, or think about it. The 5 essential questions. To apply this principle practically, use what I call the 5 essential questions method. Take any object in your home and ask yourself, have I used this item within the past year? Does this object bring genuine joy or satisfaction? If I lost it tomorrow, would I actively replace it? Does this item have a clear, defined purpose in my current life? Could something better occupy this space? If you answer no to at least 3 questions, seriously consider whether this item deserves space in your life. Here's a compelling real-world example. A woman following this method discovered 8 complete bedsheet sets despite having only 2 beds. By honestly answering the 5 questions, she realized she only needed 2 sets per bed, one in use, one for washing. She donated the excess linens and felt incredibly liberated by this simple decision. The benefits of removing excess are truly transformative. First, you save considerable time. Fewer possessions mean less organizing, cleaning, and searching. Second, you save money by shopping more consciously. Third, most importantly, you reclaim attention and mental energy previously drained by visual clutter and overwhelming choices. Let me know in the comments which of these principles you're most excited to try.
Principle 4. Beautiful imperfection acceptance. The 4th transformative habit involves learning to appreciate the imperfect and incomplete. Traditional Eastern philosophy contains a beautiful concept celebrating the beauty of imperfect, temporary, and incomplete things. This worldview teaches that perfection isn't a destination, but a journey to savor with all its unique characteristics and flaws. Many of us struggle with relentless perfection pursuit. We want the perfect home, perfect appearance, perfect career, perfect relationships. This constant striving leaves us perpetually unsatisfied, always focusing on what's lacking instead of appreciating what exists. Social media has magnified this problem exponentially. We're constantly exposed to carefully curated images of seemingly flawless lives, spaces, and moments. This creates impossible standards and, more importantly, robs us of the ability to find joy in our authentic, imperfect reality. Practical application. To practice this principle, begin noticing objects in your home showing wear and age. That wooden table marked with stories from countless family meals. That favorite cup with a small chip carrying cherished memories. Instead of viewing these imperfections as problems requiring fixes, try seeing them as characteristics making these objects unique and full of personal history. Here's a meaningful example. Someone I know inherited an antique dresser from her grandmother. Instead of restoring it to look new, she chose preserving the scratches and usage marks, understanding that each imperfection carried stories from her grandmother's life. This dresser became not merely furniture, but a treasure chest of family memories and heritage connection. The benefits of embracing imperfection are profound and liberating.
First, you free yourself from constant pressure maintaining everything in perfect condition, significantly reducing stress and anxiety. Second, you develop more compassionate views of objects, yourself and others, accepting imperfections as natural parts of life's journey. Third, you begin valuing authenticity over superficial appearances, leading to more genuine, meaningful relationships. Principle 5. Nourishment Simplicity. The fifth transformative habit emerges from Eastern culinary traditions, embracing simplicity in meal preparation and consumption. This principle teaches that meals don't need complexity or elaboration to be nutritious and deeply satisfying. In fact, the simpler and fresher the food, the more we appreciate its natural flavors and receive its health benefits. Today's challenge is our disconnection from food in its natural state. We consume ultra-processed foods with endless ingredient lists full of unpronounceable chemicals. Our meals have become complicated, time-consuming to prepare, and ironically, less satisfying despite all the effort. Constant bombardment from cooking shows, food blogs, and social media has created a culture believing good food must be complicated. We've lost touch with the simple pleasure of eating fresh seasonal ingredients prepared with minimal intervention. This has led to increased meal preparation stress, higher food costs, and often less nutritious eating habits. Implementing culinary simplicity. To apply culinary simplicity, start reducing the number of ingredients in your meals. Challenge yourself, creating dishes with no more than 5 main ingredients, all fresh and minimally processed. Focus on ingredient quality rather than quantity or complexity. As a practical example, instead of preparing elaborate dinners with multiple courses and complicated sauces, try steaming fresh seasonal vegetables with whole grains and simple protein, seasoned only with fresh herbs and high-quality olive oil. The result is a balanced, flavorful meal prepared in under 30 minutes. The benefits are remarkable and far-reaching. First, you save significant time in both preparation and cleanup. Second, you develop greater appreciation for natural food flavors, leading to healthier eating choices overall. Third, you waste less food, since you buy only what's needed and use ingredients completely. Fourth, most importantly, you transform eating into a moment of presence and gratitude, rather than just another busy day task. If you're enjoying these transformative tips, please hit that subscribe button for Seniors Cleaning Hacks.
Principle 6. Present Moment Awareness. The sixth habit transforming your life comes directly from Eastern meditative traditions, practicing mindfulness in daily activities. Contrary to popular belief, this isn't exclusive to monks or spiritual seekers, but a practical skill anyone can develop to live more consciously and fulfillingly. Modern society's fundamental problem is constant distraction. Our daily lives feature multitasking, digital interruptions, and perpetual rushing feelings. We're rarely fully present in our activities. We eat while watching television, text during conversations, and even try relaxing while mentally planning tomorrow's activities. This attention fragmentation robs us of the ability to fully experience present moments. We miss daily life's subtle pleasures, small moments of beauty and connection that actually constitute most of our lived experience. We're so focused on what's next that we never fully arrive where we are. Developing mindful awareness. To apply this principle, start by choosing one simple daily activity to perform with complete mindfulness. This could be brushing teeth, washing dishes, or walking to your car. During this chosen activity, commit to keeping all attention focused on the moment's sensory experience. If you're washing dishes, notice the water's temperature. soap foam's texture, plates clinking together, detergent scent. Whenever your mind wanders to future worries or past memories, gently guide attention back to the present activity. Here's a powerful real-life example. Someone I know completely transformed her relationship with anxiety by dedicating just 10 minutes daily to drinking tea in complete mindfulness. No phone, no television, no conversations. Initially challenging, over time this simple ritual became a powerful anchor for reconnecting with herself and the present moment. The benefits are scientifically proven and profoundly transformative. First, you significantly reduce stress and anxiety as your mind stops fixating on future worries. Second, your concentration ability improves in all life areas. Third, you develop greater appreciation for everyday life's small joys, increasing overall satisfaction and contentment.
Principle 7. Natural Renewal Rhythms. The seventh transformative habit comes from ancient Eastern traditions of living harmoniously with natural seasons, practicing seasonal renewal cycles. This concept teaches us to align our lives, homes, and routines with natural seasonal rhythms, allowing for regular renewal and transformation periods. Modern life's problem is living disconnected from natural cycles. With artificial lighting, climate control, and year-round food availability, we've lost touch with seasonal changes our ancestors deeply respected and followed. This disconnect leads to stagnant lifestyles where we accumulate not only objects, but habits, relationships, and commitments no longer serving us. Living without seasonal awareness means missing natural opportunities for renewal and release that nature provides. We keep winter clothes through summer, maintain commitments no longer aligned with our current life phase, and continue routines that may have served us previously but no longer support our growth. Creating seasonal renewal rituals. To implement this principle, establish renewal rituals with each seasonal change. This means dedicating a full day or weekend 4 times yearly to evaluate different life aspects and make necessary adjustments during these seasonal transitions. Systematically review your wardrobe and remove unworn items. Rearrange home spaces to reflect the approaching season's needs and energy. Reevaluate commitments and routines, asking honestly, what's working well in my life right now? What needs adjustment or elimination? What new practices or activities would support my growth in the coming season? Here's a meaningful example. A family I know has made seasonal changes special shared events. They collectively store previous season's items and bring out what's needed next. Simultaneously, they review calendars, evaluate activities, and reorganize living spaces. Children actively participate by donating outgrown toys and clothes. The result is a home that feels constantly renewed and a family experiencing fresh energy every 3 months. The benefits of seasonal renewal cycles are numerous and profound. First, you avoid excessive accumulation through regular reevaluation of what deserves keeping. Second, your home stays functional and perfectly adapted to present moment needs. Third, you develop greater awareness of time's passage and life's natural changes, leading to healthier relationships with impermanence and change. Share in the comments which seasonal renewal idea you want to try first.
Principle 8. Daily Gratitude Cultivation. The 8th transformative habit emerges from Eastern spiritual traditions, consciously cultivating daily gratitude. This principle teaches that true abundance doesn't come from having more, but from deeply appreciating what we already possess. Practicing gratitude isn't merely spiritual exercise, but a powerful tool for completely transforming our reality perception and life experience. Contemporary life's problem is our tendency to focus on what's missing.
Media and advertising constantly bombard us with subtle messages that we don't have enough, that we aren't enough. This scarcity mentality traps us in chronic dissatisfaction and relentless searching for more, even when we already have far more than needed. Research shows our brains naturally notice problems and threats, what psychologists call negativity bias. This was useful for ancient survival, but in our modern, abundant world, this tendency keeps us focused on lack rather than plenty. Without conscious intervention, we can have incredible lives and still feel constantly dissatisfied. Implementing daily gratitude practice. To apply this principle, establish a simple but consistent gratitude ritual at each day's beginning and end. In the morning, before getting out of bed, identify 3 things for which you feel grateful. These can be as simple as your comfortable bed, the air you breathe, or the new day beginning. At night, before sleep, reflect on 3 positive moments from the day, no matter how simple. This could be a friendly stranger interaction, a moment of natural beauty you noticed, or even just the satisfaction of completing a task. Here's a powerful real-life example. Someone struggling with severe depression after job loss began practicing daily gratitude as part of recovery, writing 3 positive things in a notebook each evening. Initially difficult to find appreciable things, over time this simple exercise literally retrained her brain to notice life's positive aspects. 6 months later, not only had her mental health improved significantly, but she had also developed a remarkable ability to recognize new opportunities. The benefits of cultivating gratitude are scientifically proven and life-changing. First, you experience higher happiness and emotional well-being levels. Second, your resilience facing challenges increases significantly. Third, relationships improve as you begin appreciating people around you more deeply. Fourth, you naturally become less materialistic, as satisfaction comes more from experiences and connections than possessions.
Principle 9. Functional beauty. The 9th transformative habit comes from traditional Eastern aesthetics, finding beauty in utility and utility in beauty. This principle teaches that the most beautiful objects often perfectly fulfill their function, and we don't need choosing between practical and beautiful. True beauty emerges when form and function exist in perfect harmony. Contemporary life's problem is artificial separation between beauty and utility. We purchase decorative objects serving no purpose beyond appearance, while simultaneously tolerating functional items that are visually unappealing. Our homes become divided between useful but ugly things and beautiful but useless things, creating constant disharmony and dissatisfaction. This separation reflects deeper cultural problems. We've learned to think of beauty as a luxury, something extra added to life after meeting all practical needs. However, Eastern philosophy teaches that beauty isn't a luxury, but necessity for human flourishing. When we surround ourselves with objects that are both beautiful and functional, we elevate every daily activity into small ceremonies of appreciation. Implementing aesthetic functionality. To apply this principle, start reevaluating objects in your everyday life. When replacement becomes necessary, ask yourself, does this object harmoniously combine form and function? Does it excellently fulfill its purpose while bringing beauty to my space? Am I willing to invest slightly more in something lasting longer and bringing daily satisfaction? Here's a compelling example.
A friend needing new kitchen utensils saved money and bought individual wooden pieces crafted by local artisans instead of purchasing the cheapest plastic set available. These utensils not only perform perfectly, but are beautiful enough to display in a ceramic vase on her counter rather than hiding in drawers. She reports that simple cooking acts have become more enjoyable thanks to her beautiful tools. The benefits of adopting this principle are profound and lasting. First, you consume less but better, investing in pieces you truly value and want to keep. Second, your space becomes more coherent and harmonious, without artificial division between functional and decorative items. Third, you develop more refined appreciation for quality and design, learning to recognize excellence in everyday life's small details. Fourth, most importantly, you create environments that nourish your senses and elevate daily activities into small aesthetic appreciation rituals. Make sure to like this video if these tips are helping you.
Principle 10. Commitment Minimalism. The 10th and final transformative habit comes from Eastern wisdom about time management, commitment minimalism. This principle teaches that just as we can accumulate too many physical objects, we also tend to overload our schedules with commitments, draining our energy and diluting our focus. True time abundance comes not from having more daily hours, but from dedicating those hours to what genuinely matters. Modern society's central problem is what we might call commitment cramming. We accept invitations, take on responsibilities, and commit to activities, often from inertia, social obligation, or fear of missing out. The result is hectic lives where we're constantly rushing from one commitment to the next, with no time to breathe, reflect, or simply be present with ourselves and loved ones. This overcommitment problem is particularly acute in our hyper-connected world. We have access to more opportunities, information, and potential experiences than ever before. While wonderful, this also creates constant FOMO, fear of missing out, that drives us to accept everything, even when doing so compromises our well-being and effectiveness. Implementing commitment minimalism. To apply this principle, start by conducting honest audits of all current commitments. List all regular activities occupying your time, from work meetings to social engagements to leisure activities. For each list item, ask yourself 3 fundamental questions. Does this commitment bring genuine joy or purpose to my life? Does this commitment align with my core values and priorities? If I could go back in time, would I make this commitment again? If you answer no to any question, seriously consider whether this commitment deserves a place in your life. Here's a transformative real-life example. A professional realized he was participating in 5 different community committees on top of family and work responsibilities. By honestly answering these 3 questions, he recognized only 2 committees truly excited him and aligned with his core values. He graciously removed himself from the other 3 groups and reported immediate life quality transformation, even without changing anything else in his routine. The benefits of commitment minimalism are immense and immediate. First, you reclaim time and energy previously scattered across multiple directions. Second, you become more present and focused in activities you choose pursuing, increasing both effectiveness and satisfaction. Third, you create space for genuine rest and spontaneity, essential elements for creativity and well-being. Fourth, most importantly, you regain control over your own life rather than being constantly driven by external expectations and demands.
Your transformation journey starts now. We've completed this comprehensive journey through 10 Eastern minimalist principles capable of transforming your life forever. As we've discovered, these ancient practices aren't simply about owning fewer possessions, but creating space for more meaning, joy, and peace in our existence. Remember that genuine transformation doesn't happen overnight. Start by selecting just one principle and incorporating it into your routine for several weeks before moving to the next. The important thing isn't perfection, but consistency and intention behind each small change you make. By embracing these principles, you're not just organizing your home or simplifying your schedule. You're cultivating a completely new mindset, a different way of seeing and interacting with the world around you, a mindset based on awareness, gratitude, and recognition of what truly matters in life. If this content has resonated with you, please subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks and turn on notifications to receive more transformative videos like this one. Your journey to a more meaningful and less overwhelmed life is just beginning, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these 10 principles do you believe could bring the most immediate transformation to your current life? Share your thoughts and let's create a community of mutual support together on this journey of transformation through simplicity. Remember, the path to a more fulfilling life isn't about adding more to your existence. It's about removing what doesn't serve you to make room for what does. Your future self will thank you for taking this first step today. This is Tulaiha from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive even deeper into creating your perfect minimalist sanctuary. Until then, choose one principle and start your transformation today.